Okay, so let's just start out with block palettes again. Let's start out with the mountains. Let's get stone, cobblestone, and the sides. Let's now just go dead coral. Actually, I want the. I'll just do this one. Yeah, because I like this one more. Some stone bricks. Up, speed's max. Okay, yep, I like that. Now let's make the green here on the sides. So let's go with moss and continue looking for green blocks. So let's do moss, green, lime, terracotta. Melon maybe. Just put that there for maybe. I have my green leaves. Let me just quickly look at this. Okay, and then I can just steal blocks from here. Okay, and then green wool, so it's melon. Everything on top here, let's get rid of. Just like that. Okay. Now that we got the wall, let's now put some cracks and then make the cracks bigger with some stuff. Okay, block equals diamond. So we can have our tool mask. Now let's make this use active block and then do magenta. Some cracks. Yeah, actually let's do some here. Little piece there. Bigger pieces on the edges. Like that. Okay, now block equals magenta. No, neighbor equals magenta. Block equals diamond. Tool mask, make this do both. Now this would make that magenta. Now we got, let's make this now be octahedron and make it tiny. So only be doing it to some places. And then we can make the middle be like completely, basically gone. Now let's hollow this out. Okay, now magenta would be there. Continue facing this, let's make it back to daytime. There we go, that looks nice. Let's go with that floating bit. Now this back wall, where does this go out the most? Let's do from here. Okay, now we can put the eye here. But then let's see how the short would look. Okay, cool here, eye inside. We can also put like a lot of little eyes, make this entire wall just like eyes. So we can do shape, spear, how does that look? Yeah, okay, and then we'll just do this with line. Nope, tool mask is still on. Now in here, let's get the shape. So let's do spear. Let's do super spear. Let's make this magenta. Separate X, Y, and Z. Now let's make this this is the aisle we are going to be working with. Let's rotate it. Place it inside. Let's see how does that look. Don't like that much, but let me bring this back there and just experiment with some shapes. Let's make this one be cyan. Okay, so this one's like this. How about we just make this all 30, 30, and 30. This should be a spear, yeah. Now, about super stretched. These are huge. Okay, I don't like that one, but I do like this one. So this one can go in right here. Where's the ball gonna go? It's not all of the ball. That's also not all of the ball. Why do I not have the ball yet? It's all the ball. And a visual glitch. Yay! Okay, if that's way too big, but if I just do shape 20, and copy this, paste, paste. There we go, now we got that spear. Okay, put a couple of these guys there watching. Over here we can have this guy watching. Up here we can have this one. Oh, that one's connected. And do some surgery. Surgery done, I bet. Okay, and then just get rid of that. Make these all connect up. There we go. Okay, now we got the wall. I want to make some like greenery from like here, like hang down. Right here, I want it to be like a fern coming up like on the walls and vines. Then I want to make these eyes like really like good. Don't want to make these cracks more crackable. Okay. Now. I feel like that's our base, so now let's start with the diamond blocks. Block equals diamond, hit that there. Let's look at our block palettes and just yoink, 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 yoink. Inventory, noise bricks. Let's make this splatter. That's how that looks. Let's just hit that with white. No, white. Make it bigger. Okay. What if I make this gravel? Oh, I like that gravel so much more. Okay, and then Thomas block equals gravel. This will just be painted as Gravis, so I don't accidentally update the block, and I'll just fix that later. Okay, Now let me start with these eyes. So let's get there we go. That's the one color. Now let me copy this and leave out the red part. Now let me do, okay, yellow should be easy there, so I can think of a, said yellow. Yellow should be easy. Okay, so let's see, bamboo. So again, need the black. Sorry, I like the bamboo, but I really like this yellow. Ooh, this is my favorite eye. Which we make at the corner gold. That's so. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then I can get the trapdoors. No, I think with this mangrove. No, I don't like that. Okay. Okay, sweet. Now we got these 3 eyes. Then they will be going to the different places. So these are the miniature eyes. Now we have to think of what we want to make the bigger eyes be. So we'll just copy them and then slide them into place. So you're big, you're chunky, you're chunky, you're chunky, and you're chunky. Let's paste them there, bring them back, and then we'll move that. Okay, so these are the ones we need to be texturing. So these guys can slide in the front. Let's fix that visual bug. Okay, I really like that yellow, so like, oh my god, look how nice that yellow looks. Like I said, this one's gonna be yellow. This is gonna be blue, blue, red, red. Okay, so let me start marking out where do I want what to go. So this entire piece is gonna be the pupils. Okay, and these two are going to be the iris or whatever it's called. 2 blocks, this has to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I can get the yellow, throw out those, and now start. I'm just gonna try to do. Okay, let me get these blocks into my hotspots. Okay, there we go. So calcite, white wool, white concrete, polished diorite, so that's 4 blocks. Okay, so let's see. No, it was polished. What am I doing up my inventory? Okay, noise bedded tool mask equals cyan. This is too small. No, that's okay. What's the default? I can make it. I did not know I could do that, and I am happy. It has a hardest huge skill. Well, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh my god. Okay. So if I make it like 1, yeah, I like that. Let's put back on this. Make this bigger. Make sure we coat everything. Okay, now for this black, I mean our texture this, let's get black stone. Oh wait, maybe it's getting too full. Oh wait, no, I just need, what am I doing? This with black wool and that. Okay, now let me just start. Okay, so we did yellow, don't need yellow block palettes anymore. All those starter ones, and already did that. Okay, that's on free inventory. Okay, now let's do, I wanted to make, I like the blue, so those are gonna be blue. Okay, now for that block color palette. Okay, let's make this be a lime and let's make it look kind of smaller, just so this doesn't reach that top one just yet. I don't want to make that one white. I need this one. Okay, since this one is gonna be a blue, let's copy him. Wait a minute. 2, 2. Okay, I messed up. Then copy those. Where's the center? That's enough one, alright. There we go. Make this one. Okay, there we go. We got yellow, blue, blue. Now these gotta be red. Okay, now since we got these eyes built, almost finished built. There we go. Okay, let's move these just into their place on the side with this guy. Now what happened to him? Okay, now we can move all of these eyes back into place. I think I'm just gonna use the move tool. Because this guy's the lowest, this guy's the highest, and the furthest. Mr. Chunky. And he's on this side. Okay, now that this is selected, I think I should just be able just to go forwards. These should line up perfectly. Okay, you can't see it, but now you can. Should be able to see them. Bear off, yep. Daytime. Night vision on for a second. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, now which one's going to, you can see him, it, that one and that one. Nice. Okay. Now let's start covering up the back. These cracks are nice, but they need to be just a wee bit more filled. So let me get, just not use that, I'll just use netherite blocks to replace them because these are already kind of dark. And I'll use the slabs and stay a spam on the sides. Now, Loki, I think we make these cracks like with the ones where it doesn't have an eye, make those cosmic. So let me get some amethyst. Okay, visual right here, cosmic. Okay, there we go. We now did that. So now let's texture those dark bits that we were using. Netherite block. Insert that there. Use deep slate thing. Make this white. Big. There we go. Now for that amethyst. I got others. Make this white huge. No, okay, don't like that. Okay, we can use mixture of black concrete for ultra blackness at the purple sides. Then I'll put some end rods, and then that would be using frog lights. So noise painter, let's make this black, that, black. How does this look? This must be okay, but let's make this the purple fruit light. Door mask, amethyst. Well, let's quickly go and search for a previous build real quick.
10 minutes later.
Here we go, found it. How did we do this one? Okay, so it's just blocks around it. Okay, so more stuff by hand, yeah. Okay, so let's make every amethyst be black. But not yet. Tool mask neighbor is amethyst, but block equals air. This and that. Put a mushroom block. Reset this back to default. Make it bigger. Every pod here. Now, noise painted can go to default 50-50 and rod and air. Make this white. Noise, make it bigger, and this must be now going for mushroom. But I want these end rods to be facing west. Yeah, let's go. That's splatter, we want white noise. Let's have about 65 and 35. Okay, that works. So, emerald. But I also just want to check inside here. If these are not hollow. These miniature circles, ones can stay because you can't see them, but the others must not. Just because I might do stuff with tool mask and it might interfere. Oh, nice, that one connected. Okay, that's all the important ones. It's that one connects with that one's down there. Really did that one. Okay, now let me start making that phone. So I want this to be squiggly and then have like a shape, flat, spiral. I'll have it with this. Four. This thing's too tight, bro. We can have like there. Okay, that's a sweet spot. And then like take this, remove these corner pieces, the unnecessary ones. Like this. Remove. Again, so it's like cross, then with some slabs of pale to matching with the flower, honeycomb orange with kind of just, you know, put that there, clone that there, and yellow. Put slab here, no slab here. Is it no slab? Ah! Copy the floor, go to the top, flip it, and then just put these some places. I'm just gonna put them underneath when there's a spiral. If I can fit it there. Let's have this only go up. Okay, and to make the smoothing depth 0. Perfect. And have melt strengths. Tool mask. Do I got the line? Yes, I do. Okay, noise painter. Fix that. Okay, now instead of making it be like that, need to make this be mushroom. So let's go with red. It's basically every red block in my arsenal. Red concrete powder, so we got red. Now I just need some white. Make this be splatter with a scale of 1. Tool mouse block equals diamond. And that's perfect. No, 1 big radius. It's nice. Okay, now let's get the light back out. Make this light level 12. Just to let us see the bottom of the stems where it's pitch black. How dark is it without shaders underneath? And not even that dark. Let's turn back on shaders. Okay, so we have a lovely javelly colorful build. Do you know, if I just copy one and then rotate it with a sideways mushroom, that look nice. But I'm done with the mushrooms now. What do I want to do now? I can cover up, so I can now I'm probably not gonna copy and paste and move this build. I think I'm just gonna get rid of the little like assets things on the sides, and then do the build around this, make this wall connect with the builder's wall. Also, I think that's good. Okay, wait. Just want to make really sure because I love those mushrooms and I do not want these good mushrooms to go to waste. Dude, that's so trippy. That there it looks like it's going down on the side, but it's completely flat. But the angle of it just looks so. So now let me steal one of those mushrooms and put them down here, just to put them like one there, so it would look better. I'll steal this mushroom. Okay, and that's good. So the craft out.